Today we will see another problem, that is staircase. Let's try to understand the problem statement. It is saying this is a staircase of size n equals to 4. What does it mean? Its base and height are both equals to n. What is base and height? This and this. Means number of rows and number of columns will be same. This is our row number 1. This is, let's say, row number 1. This is row number 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so if n equals to 4, then row begin from 1 to 4. Okay, that means just looking into it, what you are printing for the time being, just leave it. Think like we have to print how many rows? 4 rows. We have to print something in 4 rows, or 4 times we have to print something. Okay, so in each time we are printing different things. Okay, that we will decide. What exactly we are printing in this problem? What we are printing? We are printing one character has, and one more character is there that is hidden, that is space. Okay, so let's see. It is drawn using hash symbol and space. Okay, the last line is not preceded by any space. That is fine. There is zero space is there. Okay, we have to count how many hash symbol we need to print and how many spaces we need to print. Okay, so how to calculate this? Let me to show you. First we are printing what? Space character. So let's take space character, space, and another is hash character. Okay, so in row number 1, how many hash characters we are printing? Yes, row number 1 only one hash character. In row number 2 we are printing 2 hash character. Row number 3 we are printing 3, and likewise 4. That means it is very easy to predict how many hash characters we need to print. That is equals to row number. Okay, hash character, that is row number. Then what about this space character? How many times we are printing space character in row number 1? That is 3 times. You see here 3 times. Okay, here 1, 2, 3. Likewise here 2 times. In row number 2 we are printing 2 times. In row number 3 we are printing 1 time, and in row number 4 there is no space, which means 0 time. So can we derive a common formula to find out how many space character we need to print in each row? Okay, so how to find it out? Fine. Suppose row number is R. Here row number is R. Then how many hash character we need to print? R, right? That means row number equals to number of times we need to print hash character. Okay, but how many space character we need to print if row number is R? Is not it n minus R? Is not it n minus R? Yes, it is. Yeah, how I am finding this formula? Let me to tell you. So in each row we are printing how many characters? In each row, if you observe carefully, we are printing 4 characters. Okay, 3 space and 1 hash. Here 2 space, 2 hash. 2 plus 2 4. Here 1 plus 3 4. Here 0 plus 4 is 4. That means total number of character we are printing in each row is equals to 4. That's what is value of n. That's why n minus R, because in case of R, okay, row number is R, then how many hash character we have to print? R number of hash character we have to print. Okay, that's why this space character will become total number of characters minus hash character, that is R here. Okay, so it will become n minus R. Fine. So this is the common formula that we have derived for printing hash character and space character. Here if you observe, we are printing some characters line by line. Okay, so we have to use a for loop, and how many times that loop needs to be run, that depends upon value of n. Okay, let me to write the code. It is very simple to write the code. Let's first print how many space characters? N minus R space characters. Okay, spaces. Then need to print how many hash characters, that is r number of hash, right? And once it is done, then we have to move to new line here, right? Print or go to new line. In every iteration we have to do this. Okay, so let's keep it in our outermost for loop, which will begin from, let's say, row number. Here row number begin from 1 to 4. Okay, or 1 to n, right? R less than equals to n. If you are saying r equals to 0, then it will become r less than n. Okay, then let's increment the row number. Fine, let's move this inside the for loop, and now print n minus r spaces. How to print n minus r times? Again we need a for loop, and in this case we can say it is number of spaces, because first we have to print space, after that we have to print hash character. Space begins from 0, space less than n minus r, right? And number of space plus plus. So you might be thinking how I am deciding ns equals to 1 number of spaces, because if you see here, in case of n is 4, then there are minimum 0 number of spaces, that is in the last line, right? That's why here I am taking number of spaces equals to 0, and it should be less than n minus r. If you are saying 1, then it should be less than equals to n minus r. Okay, let's now print space. That's it. Okay, once it is done, then we have to print what? We have to print r number of hash character. Let's do the same thing for printing hash character. It should be r number of times. Okay, we can take integer number of space character, sorry, hash character nh equals to begin from 1, right? And nh less than, we can say, number of row, right? Number of row, it should be less than equals to number of row, right? Because we are beginning from 1. Now nh plus plus. Now let's print hash character. That's it. Here we have to go to a new line. Our program is over. Let's run the code and test. Yeah, all the tests are passing, and let's test it with some more test cases. Yeah, every test are passing. Now I hope you understood how to build up the logic for this staircase problem.